everybody, is tis I. I want to say, if you're thinking about writing an amends letter, stop. Put your pen and paper down, or stop typing in your phone. Stop typing on your computer. Stop and listen to what I have to say. I'm going to say this, and it might make sense. Those who should apologize never do, and those who shouldn't never should. I look around, and I've been a victim of an assault, and my assailant never apologized. Despite the fact he chose to commit a heinous crime against me, he never apologized. Even when I faced him in court, he never apologized. And so I'm just throwing this out there. The people that should apologize don't, and the people that shouldn't apologize, well, they simply shouldn't. I want to say that as a human being, I am filled with a lifetime of decisions and choices, starting from birth on. And if you're talking about people who should write an amends letter, it should be anyone who has made the decision, a conscious decision, to harm another person. I don't know about you, but if I accidentally even bump into someone on accident, I normally say, "Oh, I'm really sorry." Or if I've said sorry for things that weren't even my fault, I apologize to someone if they've lost a loved one, a pet, etc. I'm so sorry for your loss. But when it comes to estrangement, what I find can be of most harm is when you start digging into what you did or didn't do as a parent, the things you said or the things you didn't say, or maybe you missed a recital or forgot to buy something, or maybe you said something harsh. And you say, "Oh, I'm really sorry about that," because normally people that are empathetic and compassionate are very sorry for any kind of harm they've caused. Yet, there has to come a point in time when we accept the fact that we are human beings, that we are flawed, and we have to let it go. You can say you're sorry and let it go. That initial sorry and such should cover, when you're truly sorry for something, you say, "I'm sorry." That should be enough. But unfortunately, when you write an amends letter, you start to say, "Well, I apologize for saying this and doing that." You're opening a can of worms, and you're going to fall down a rabbit hole real fast. Not only that, just like that show, Something About Earl, or My Name is Earl. Earl is a redneck, wins the lottery and decides to make amends or right his wrongs. And I think he goes up to people's houses and says, "Oh, I'm sorry I did this and that." When you start to write an amends letter and start to take accountability or acknowledge, or you start to remember a whole ton of stuff you never even thought of. Stuff starts getting dug up. It's like someone's taking a shovel. "Well, you did this. Oh, wait a minute. I'm digging deeper. Now you remember that." Your memory starts bringing things back, digging shit up. And there comes a point in time when you have to say, "I am human. If I intentionally harm someone at any point in my life, I apologize. I apologize. And I probably apologized years ago. If you start digging things up from when you were a parent, you better go back to when you were a teen. Maybe you stabbed your best friend in the back. I remember it when I was in grade school. I had a diary. I had fourth, fifth grade. I had a diary with a key and a lock on it. I took my diary to my best friend Beth's house, and I'm calling her out because this is eons ago. And all of a sudden, I get home and I had forgotten my my diary at my friend's house. So I went back probably the following day to get it. She had broke the lock and looked in my diary. I was devastated because I'd probably written some things about her in that diary. So oh, by the way, Beth, you owe me an apology. There's stuff we did. Even in our childhood, I'm sure you remember things in kindergarten. You could have probably wronged someone. there comes a point in time when you have to say, you know what, I was a human being. I apologize for when I harmed someone. Even when I didn't harm someone, I probably apologize for accidentally going to the right instead of to the left. It's time we stop. If you wrong someone, you probably apologize. If not, just don't dig it up. Let it lie. Let sleeping dogs lie. Everything is sleeping. Let it lie. Don't open your closet. Let it go. I'm giving you permission. Don't write your amends letter. Because even if you write it, it's never going to be good enough. They'll find some other stuff to accuse you of, whether your eyes are green or brown. Who knows? But that's all I've got to say. I hope this helps, and I'll be back.